how long like did it take you to get to a point where you could pay yourself?
Oh, outside of just paying bills, probably 3 years.
Yeah, see, that's what people need to hear.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
like it's
Oh,
not
3
a
years.
fucking overnight
3 years.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 years you
They
didn't
may
get a
see
paycheck.
they may see all the stuff that you're posting now, but they're not seeing the shit that you.
Oh,
Like,
no.
And like that, Andy talked about it. And, he perfect guy to be partnered with to
Yeah.
learn that shit because he did it with Supplement Superstore
And then with First One.
and then with First Form.
Yeah.
So
Dude, that's amazing.
And then it was kind of that same thing where I think year 5, and again, not a bunch, but year 5, Bryce and I made more than we did the first 4 years combined. Again, not a whole lot, but to be able to say that, I was like, oh
Right.
shit, okay,
Yeah.
this is
working.
moving in the right direction.
It's
Yeah.
it's happening.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Now, Una Vida, that was that One Life?
Yep.
One Life. Where'd that come from? How'd you guys come up with that?
Taking out that first credit card and saying, let's roll.
Okay.
So the first
One life,
name
baby.
was
Almost like YOLO.
yeah, pretty much, exactly.
Spanish
Well,
for YOLO.
Exactly. Well, and the first name was Nueva Vida, and I realized, man, a bunch of white people that can't
Yeah.
pronounce the name, they're not going to ask for it at the bar. You don't want to order something and be saying it wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, Nueva Vida means new life. Okay,
Yeah.
what's another way? Okay, Una Vida, one life. Actually, Brian Teach came up with the name.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Very cool. Oh. So entrepreneurs always talk about the grind.
Yeah.
What's something people don't talk about that can make or break a business?
Money.
Okay. Yeah.
And how you utilize it. And we're still learning lessons for sure. Just as sales increase. One of the first books that Andy and Chris gave me to read was called Profit First. You guys heard of
I've
it?
heard of it. I haven't read it.
Fantastic book. Any business owner, even for your personal finances, I would suggest reading it. It reminds me of, did your parents ever do the envelope system?
Uh-uh.
So essentially, okay, I get
the
paid.
different envelopes. and
Yes,
put the-
I get paid $1,000. I've got to put 100 in the electric bill. I've got 200 budgeted for groceries. So you're just divvying up your money to make sure you have everything covered. Same thing, only with checking accounts, right? Okay, we brought up $100,000 truck. Okay, we always have to take aside the money that it costs to cost of goods, your COGS account. Like we always have money set aside for more product. Okay, well now we want to be profit. Okay, well we're going to take $1 a bottle and put it in this little account. We're going to take 50 cents a bottle and put it into marketing. So then you're essentially building your budget for each category that you want. And if you do it like profit first, you're profitable from the get-go. It may be a little tiny small amount, but you're setting
Profit.
it aside.
It's just
Profit.
like anything, like you pay yourself first.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
just like when you get a check, I mean, it's a little bit different on your end than my end because, being in sales and W-2 employee for the company I work for, I got a 401k set up.
Yeah.
So I'm paying myself first out of that. And then, but yeah, that's the same principle, but no, that's awesome.
Well, there's a massive loyalty in tequila culture. What's the secret to getting people to ditch their go-to brand and go to Una Vida?
I would say, I can say this now. There's a big movement in the tequila world of additive free. So yes, you have 100% agave and mixto, but even within that 100% agave world, there is, and we didn't know this when we started, and the additive free movement wasn't a big thing, was you can still add 1% by volume of additives. So speaking of George Clooney, if you open up a bottle of Casamigos Reposado, it smells like burnt marshmallows and it tastes like it. And you're like, oh, how is this so smooth and sweet? It's because, they can pump it, not completely full, but 1% by volume of glycerin and vanilla extract to manipulate the flavor. A lot of people are now aware of this and you're trying to avoid it. For us, in the additive free world, some of those price points are not very approachable for people that are trying to do it, where they have Blancos starting in $60 and $70, where we're right around 35 to 40. That for us, I would say we are a very price approachable additive free brand now. We just got certified at the beginning of this year, finally. But also,
Congratulations.
Yeah.
well, and another big thing is a lot of people there's 3,500 tequila brands, but there's only 230, last time I checked, licensed distilleries. You have these distilleries that pump out 150 brands. How do you taste different? right? That's another thing.
Right,
How do
yeah.
you actually differentiate yourself in the market when you're all just made at the same big conglomerate? In the bourbon world, MGP. Now, I will argue MGP still produces some of the best whiskey in the world, but some of these distilleries are just cutting corners and pumping out brands because America's the 80% of the tequila market. So they're just trying to get brands up here. Where for us, we are one of 4 exported brands out of our distillery and really the only one in the Midwest. So aside from being additive free, price point conscious for people, we want to,
Yeah.
we haven't raised, we started, Casamigos, Patron, Don Julio were all $5 to $8 more expensive than us. Now Casamigo on the shelf's $20 a bottle more expensive. So we've done very minimal price increases, but I would just say the quality of it for sure. And we're not made at a distiller; it's still family owned. Our master distiller Sandra Gomez is one of 9 women master distillers, and she just won
down in Mexico.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And she just won Distiller of the Year last year. So we've got a lot of accolades, and things going that I think can get people to switch for sure.
It's awesome.
So now, I know you can't sell directly to places, but how, do you guys go into places and be like, hey, I want you guys to try this, so that then they push the people that are distributors to pick that up?
For sure. So yeah, we still go into bars and restaurants, essentially sample them on it. They like it. I'll take some of this. Our distributor, here's who it is. Do you know who your rep is? Absolutely. Just contact them to close the sale. Now, again, you guys understand this, and there's so much, how much follow-up you've got to do, because the Joe rep that puts in the orders on vacation, or he forgets to do it, or the buyer forgets. So, I mean, we at least anticipate another 3 or 4 visits to make sure that bottle gets on the shelf, because it has to go through so many layers.
Sure.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah. Cause I think that's the key to sales in general is
Oh, yeah.
follow up, man. I mean, there's so many opportunities that I've gotten or haven't gotten because I did or did not follow up.
Oh, for sure.
I can think of
Same.
1,000,
Same.
like there's so many times where I followed up with someone that I haven't talked to and it ended up turning into a sale, or there's some that are like, shit, I forgot to follow up with this person. And then I see them on Facebook and they
Went somewhere else.
Yeah, I went somewhere else. I'm like, shit, I missed that one.
Yeah.
Like, God damn it. But that's sales for you.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no avoiding it. Well, you built this company from the ground up. What's the biggest lesson you've learned about yourself in this process?
Ooh. The ability I'd say I'm just too stupid to quit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like if anyone asks me what my skill set is just the ability to not stop. Now, I'll be honest with you, to a fault where, relationships have kind of suffered. But again, it's just an obsession of what I'm trying to build that I think you have to do what we want to do for sure.
Do you think that ties back to your athlete days and being a
Probably.
football player?
Yeah, for sure. Like, took a year off, tried out for a team, didn't make it, got in super good shape, then tried out for another, made it. So just the ability of not to quit for sure. I think you have to have it. You have to be resilient. You have to be able
You have
to
have a special mentality.
Yeah, you got to be able to rejection. God, hiring new people, and they're like, "Oh my God, they told me no." I'm like, Jesus Christ, that one
Whoops.
no.
One no. Yeah. Get over it.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah. Go get 100 no's and then come
Yes.
talk to me.
Yeah.
and that's what it takes.
Yeah.
Like you have to be able to put up with the rejection and being told no. It usually means no right now, right?
Right.
Because somebody's and especially in the alcohol world, we joke it's an industry of false promises, right? People say I'm going to come in and do a promo, I'm going to do this. They've failed to do it, and then you have an opportunity. There's been customers where we would follow up once a year for 5 years, and then finally someone screwed up. They're like, okay, hey, since you guys always followed up with us, or you're top of mind when this brand screwed it, let's sit down and talk. Like, it's just that ability.
Was that because I know the Cyberg family pretty well. Is that how you guys got in with the Cybergs
Yeah.
and all their restaurants?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just took advantage of an opportunity.
Jim Schuette's a great friend, and that was one of the first people I sat down with, and he's just like, hey, we get promised all this stuff. Rarely happens. He said, just do what the fuck you say you're going to do, and we'll work together great.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And that was
easy enough.
30 days into, and I'm sitting there with probably the largest restaurateurs in St. Louis.
Sure.
And he's telling me that. I'm like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah.
And we do it.
Yeah, that had to be a big account.
Oh,
You
for
guys
sure.
got that one.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, they're awesome. They got great stuff. So
it's not to like about Cybergs.
Yeah.
Cybergs, Twisted Tree, all
Twisted Tavern,
all of
all
them.
the things.
One of my favorite
But-
spots.
Well, your brand is all about community. How do you scale something while keeping it personal?
Being active is ownership.
Okay.
I mean, we do everything. I still do liquor store tastings, still do bar promos, still run all. I mean, now they'll probably get to a point where some of that stops, but I think you can still be heavily involved and be active. And I think that shows a lot to people, customers, the community itself, being involved in those events and not just hiring it out. You see, I mean, people all the time, oh, just hire it out. I'm like, well, you're not building these relationships with these people. You're not being active in your community yourself, which I think goes a long way.
Right. Well, and they're not going to care as much as you care.
Correct.
That's what
They
I
never
found
do.
in my business. You know, I've tried to bring people in, and it's just like the issue is nobody's going to care as much as I do.
No.
And you know, and then I ultimately it just hasn't worked out for me yet. But
That's been the biggest learning lesson as a company is hiring people,
yeah,
right?
It's so hard.
It is. And no one's going to work harder than Bryce and myself.
Right. Especially being athletes. That's the biggest thing that I've
Yeah.
learned. It's tough to find somebody that's not or hasn't been an athlete that like has a hard time succeeding with like some sort of sales role.
Yeah.
Like I always tell this story. My buddy, we talked about saying no, but he had this mindset from early on, and he would just go up to every single girl in the bar, every single one of them, and ask them. They'd all say no, no, no. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? He goes, well, eventually one's going to say yes.
Great mentality.
Yeah. And now he's a very successful salesperson in Arizona.
Yeah.
It worked out for him.
It did.
No, so how many employees do you guys have?
I think we're 6.
Okay. Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
still a small shop.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
for sure.
That's cool though. I mean, it's still tight knit. And I mean, the fact that you're one of the owners, like going out and doing tastings and stuff like that is
Well, you
just
can,
like,
you get, again, I'm reading, I'm going to blank on the name, 21 Irrefutable Lessons in Leadership. But you can't ask people to do something you're not willing to do yourself. At least to build a company culture and at least to get people on the same page that realize, oh shit, the owner's still doing tastings at a liquor store.
Right.
Some of them are great. Some of them suck and no one's coming
he doesn't
in.
want to go there.
Right.
But
Yeah.
he's there anyway.
I tell them all the time, Friday night, 6 to 7 or 6 to 8. Sometimes I don't want to be there.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
You know, you'd rather be out with your friends or doing
Right.
whatever, you know. like,
absolutely.
yeah, it's, yeah, man.